Hello dear students, how are you all? So this is the eve of 75th Independence Day. We are celebrating 75th Independence Day tomorrow, and tomorrow it is a very big day for us, for all the Indians, because this is the 75th Independence Day celebration tomorrow, and today we are going to have a vocabulary marathon. Okay, and this vocabulary marathon is to enrich yourself, because vocabulary is a very important part of our examination. Vocabulary is a very important part of our examination. Without vocabulary, you can't even think of scoring well in the examination. Okay, so besides grammar, we must also work towards enriching ourselves, and vocabulary is is something that must be taken care of. Okay, so today we'll see some good synonyms, phrasal verbs, and idioms and phrases. Idioms and phrases are particularly very important for CPO examination, because a number of questions from idiom and phrases have been asked from in CPO and CGL tier 2 especially. Okay, so let's start. Right, so we are starting with the synonyms and antonyms, then we'll see some idiom and phrases, and then we'll move towards the phrasal verbs. Okay, so the first word today is fleck. First word today is fleck. Okay, fleck. What is the meaning of fleck? Fleck means strong criticism. Okay, fleck means strong criticism. When you criticize someone very strongly, when you oppose someone very strongly, it is called fleck. Okay, this is a noun, right? Fleck is a noun. So what is the meaning of fleck? Strong criticism. When you strongly criticize, oppose someone, it is called fleck. So the synonyms are disapproval, right? When you approve something, that means you are giving your consent. Okay, and if you do not give your consent, it means you are opposing it, you are criticizing it. So disapproval. Okay, disapproval is the synonym. Condemnation. Okay, condemn is the verb, condem, and condemn is the word, and condemnation is its noun. And dissent. Okay, this, don't get confused with the word decent, that dissent is alag. So the pronunciation is same, but both the words are different. Okay, antonyms. Praise. Okay, praise means to appreciate someone. Okay, compliment. Okay, praise has been repeated. So antonyms are praise and compliment. You can also write appreciate here. You can also write appreciate. Appreciate भी एक बहुत important word है. It is also a very important word. ठीक है. So fleck means strong criticism. Synonyms are disapproval, condemnation, dissent. Antonyms are praise, compliment, and appreciate. Okay. Now the next word. Next word is consign. Consign. All these words are very important for your examination. Consign. Okay. Consign means to hand over, and this is a verb. This is a verb. Consign means to hand over something to someone. Okay. We often get consignment. Consignment is the stuff that we receive. Okay, so consignment is the noun and consign is its verb. Okay, when we hand over something to someone, it is called consignment, and the process is called to consign. So consign means to hand over. Synonyms are deliver. Okay, we deliver something to someone. Commit and authorize are the synonyms, and antonyms are hold. Okay, if I have this pen and if I hand over this to you, it means consign, and if I am not handing over this to you, I am holding it. Okay, so hold is the antonym, give is the synonym of consign. Okay, so consign is a verb which means to hand over something to someone. Synonyms are deliver, commit, authorize, and antonyms are hold, retain and abduct. Hold, retain and abduct. Okay, so synonyms are deliver, commit and authorize. Antonyms are hold, retain and abduct. Okay, now the third word, enact. What does enact means? Meaning, to make a bill or other proposal or law, or to put something into practice. Okay, enact means to put something into practice. When you start doing something, it means you are enacting it. Okay, for example, I have made a rule in my institution, but that rule has not been in process so far. That means the rule has not been enacted. So when we start doing something, it means we have enacted it. Okay, so enact means put something into practice. Synonyms are ordain, 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 execute and legislate. Execute, we make many plans every day. How many of them do we really execute? Every day when we get up, we make hundreds of plans. Today I will do this, today I'll do that, tomorrow I'll go there, day after tomorrow I'll go there, next week we'll be going to America, next week we are going to Delhi. Hundreds of plans we make every day, but how many of them do we execute? How many of them do we actually enact? Okay, so enact means to start doing something, to bring something into practice. Okay, so synonyms as we have seen, ordain, execute and legislate. Antonyms are abolish, revoke, repel and abrogate. Okay, abolish means to to remove something, to erase something. Okay, and revoke is the same word, repel, abrogate. Okay, all these words means to erase something, to finish, to end something, to stop something. Okay, so enact means to make a bill or other proposal or law, or put something into practice. Okay, now the next word is insinuation. Insinuation is, its meaning is an unpleasant hint or suggestion of something bad. If you are hinting someone about something bad, about something unpleasant, it is called insinuation. Okay, an unpleasant hint or suggestion or something bad, right? Synonyms are hint, suggestion, intimation and allusion. Okay, synonyms of insinuation are hint, suggestion, intimation, allusion, right? So if you are giving any suggestion to someone, if you are giving any hint, often unpleasant. Okay, for example, if you are working somewhere and your father is ill, and you are giving hint to someone that your father is ill, you know that hearing this your friend will be disappointed, he will be worried, but despite that you are hinting him about his father's illness. It means an unpleasant hint or suggestion. And antonyms are adulation, commendation. Okay, antonyms are adulation and commendation. So insinuation means making an unpleasant hint or suggestion of something bad. Okay, synonyms as we have seen, hint, suggestion, intimation and allusion, and antonyms are adulation and commendation. Okay, now the next word is combat. Combat is to fight. Okay, combat means to fight, fighting between armed forces. Okay, combat means to fight. Okay, and particularly fighting between two armed forces, right? Synonyms are fight, battle, struggle, or you can also say war. Fight, battle, struggle, or war. And antonyms, very obvious antonyms are peace, accord, and compromise. Peace, accord, compromise. ठीक है, tranquility. Tranquility can also be the antonym. Okay, tranquility can also be the antonym, right? So combat means fighting between armed forces, and its synonyms are fight, battle, struggle, and war, and antonyms are peace, accord, compromise, and tranquility. Okay, tranquility. So these words are very important, and these words are often asked in examination, especially in SSC and CPO and tier 2 examination. So you have to learn, you have to memorize actually all these words. Okay, now next word is disconcerting. Disconcerting, this is a very important word. Disconcerting. What does disconcerting mean? Disconcerting mean tending to cause discomfort. Okay, if you are causing discomfort to someone, it means you are disconcerting. Okay, disconcerting is an adjective. You might have seen people sitting in cinema halls and spitting here and there, smoking, or sitting inappropriately. So if someone in a cinema hall sits inappropriately or does inappropriate behavior like spitting here and there, smoking, drinking, so he is creating discomfort for others. So we will call him disconcerting. Okay, if you are traveling in a public transport, a bus, and someone is doing inappropriate behavior, so we will call him that this person is very disconcerting. Disconcerting means he is causing discomfort to others. Okay, so we should always try to avoid, being disconcerting for others. We should not cause discomfort for others. Okay, so its meaning is tending to cause discomfort. Synonyms are unsettling, disturbing, and embarrassing. Unsettling. Unsettling means you yourself are unable to settle and you are causing others to unsettle. And antonyms are soothing, affable, and comforting. Soothing. Soothing means relaxing. Okay, you can also write relaxing here. Relaxing. So antonyms are soothing, affable, comforting, and relaxing. So disconcerting means someone who causes discomfort to others. Okay. Now the next word, remedial. Remedial. Remedial is an adjective. Remedial is adjective meaning giving or intended as a remedy or cure. Okay, so remedy actually means medicine. Okay, anything that cures is remedy. Anything that cures is remedy. Okay, sometimes remedy is, love is also a remedy. Okay, it comforts you, it cures you. Okay, so anything that cures is remedy. So it's remedial means giving or intended as remedy or cure. Synonyms are corrective. corrective. The base word is correct. To correct something is corrective. Okay, to correct something is corrective. Something that corrects is corrective. Restorative, curative, and therapeutic. Therapeutic. This word therapeutic is particularly important for spelling errors. There is a section in SSC examinations of misspelled words. The questions are often asked that find the misspelled word or find the correct spelling. So for spelling error, this word is very important, therapeutic. Okay, so just learn the spelling also of this word, therapeutic. Okay, and antonyms are harmful, damaging, injurious, and detrimental. Antonyms are harmful, damaging, injurious, and detrimental. Right. Now the next word. Next word is trigger. You all know that gun has a trigger, and not only gun, many other things has trigger. Many machines have trigger. Trigger is to start something. Okay, trigger is to start something. Its meaning is cause to function. Anything that starts, that is used to start the function is trigger. Like a gun has a trigger. Okay, synonyms are activate. This trigger is a verb. It is also a noun. Okay, the device that starts something is called trigger, and trigger also means to start something. That means trigger is both a verb and a noun. So synonyms are activate, spark, and initiate. Initiate also means to start something. Okay, initiative. You must have heard the word initiative. Okay, and antonyms are halt, block, and deactivate. Antonyms are halt, block, and deactivate. Now the next word is feasible. The next word is feasible. Feasible. Feasible meaning is possible to do easily or conveniently. If something is possible to be done easily or it is convenient, it is called feasible. For example, if I am free at 2 o'clock and I can teach you without any hurdle, without any problem at 2 o'clock, then I'll say that 2 p.m. is feasible for me to teach you. 2 p.m. is feasible for me to teach you, right? Means it will be very convenient if I teach you at 2 p.m. So anything which is easy, which is convenient, and which is feasible to do is called feasible. So synonyms are possible, practicable, workable, and viable. Synonyms are possible, practicable, workable, and viable. Okay, possible, practicable, workable, and viable. Antonyms are impossible, unsustainable, unfeasible, and impractical. Okay, right? Now the next word, clamor. Clamor. Clamor means a loud and confused noise. Confused. What is the meaning of confused noise? A noise where you cannot figure out that what is happening. You cannot figure out who is shouting, what is the message, nothing is clear. As we go in a heavy traffic, many sounds come together. Sounds of honking, sounds of people talking, sounds of vehicles, sounds of other industries and from various places. So when we go in a heavy traffic, we cannot figure out that what actually the sound is. So it is called confused sound, confused noise. So loud and confused noise, especially that of people shouting. Okay, synonyms are uproar, outcry and roar. Uproar, outcry and roar. And antonyms are silence and peace. So clamor is also a very important word. Okay, clamor is also a very important word. Okay, now the next word. Next word is credibility. Okay, credibility. We all must maintain our credibility. Credibility means the quality of being trusted and believed in. Okay, if you are not credible, that means no one trusts you. Okay, so we all must be very credible. Okay, in business we say, in business credibility is very important. If you do not have credibility, you cannot sustain in business. Not only in business, you cannot sustain anywhere if you are not credible. You are not credible means no one trusts you, no one has belief in you. So something which has belief in and something which can be trusted on is called credible. Okay, so synonyms are reliability, trustworthiness. Okay, reliability and trustworthiness, credibility. And antonyms are dishonesty and betrayal. Okay, dishonesty and betrayal. So you all must maintain credibility. Okay, now the next word is proponent. Now this is very important word. Proponent. What does proponent mean? Proponent means a person who advocates someone or something. A person who advocates someone or something is called proponent. Okay, proponent is the antonym of opponent. Opponent is someone who opposes you. Opponent is someone who opposes you, and proponent is someone who advocates you. Okay, so a person who advocates someone or something. Synonyms are supporter, advocate, exponent, upholder or defender. Okay, so if someone is supporting you, it means he is your proponent, and if someone is opposing you, it means he is your opponent. Okay, antonyms are opponent, enemy, rival, antagonist and foe. So don't get confused with the word. People often get confused with the word proponent and opponent. So remember one thing, proponent and opponent are antonyms. Proponent is the one who advocates you and opponent is the one who oppose you. Okay, now the next word is disguise. Very common word. Okay, very common word, meaning to give someone or oneself a different appearance in order to conceal one's identity. Okay, many celebrities when go out, they disguise. Okay, they change their appearance so that no one could recognize them. Okay, so when you don't want to be recognized, you conceal yourself by modifying your appearance. People often wear big sunglasses, put a fake mustache and wear caps and they disguise. Celebrities often do this. just to just to refrain from being recognized. Okay, so disguise means to give something, to give oneself different appearance in order to conceal one's identity. Synonyms are camouflage, concealment, impersonate. Okay, these are synonyms: camouflage, concealment and impersonate. And antonyms are interpret, expose and reveal. Antonyms are interpret, expose and reveal. Okay, now the next word, encroachment. The next word is encroachment. Encroachment means intrusion on a person's territory or rights. Okay, encroachment means intrusion on a person's territory or rights. If you willingly enters someone else's property and claim it to be yours, this means you are encroaching. Okay, synonyms are invasion, infringement and imposition. Synonyms are invasion, infringement and imposition. Antonyms are declined, deterioration and wane. Okay, these are antonyms. Okay, next word is indigenous. Now this is a very important word. Indigenous meaning originating or occurring naturally in a particular place. Meaning originating or occurring naturally in a particular place, or we can say native. You can also say domestic. Okay, synonyms are native, domestic, aboriginal and natural. And antonyms are foreign, alien, exotic and immigrant. Antonyms are foreign, alien, exotic and immigrant. Okay, so these are antonyms. Now the next word, subsume. Again a very important word, subsume. Subsume means include or absorb. Include or absorb something. Okay, when you include something or when you absorb something, when you hold something is subsume. Okay, so synonyms are encompass, contain, include, comprise, hold or retain. You can also write hold or retain. Hold or retain. So subsume means to include or hold or retain something. Okay, and antonyms are surrender and release. Antonyms are surrender and release. Antonyms are surrender and release. Next word is reconcile. Reconcile. Now this is also very important word. This is also very important word, reconcile. What does reconcile means? Reconcile means restore friendly relations between. Okay, means reconcile means to restore friendly relations. Synonyms are harmonize and conciliate. Harmonize and conciliate, to restore to restore friendly relation between two countries or two person or whatever. Okay, antonyms are alienate and disagree. Alienate and disagree are the antonyms. Okay, so reconcile means to restore friendly relation between. Now the next word is derogatory. Derogatory means insulting. Okay, if you insult someone, it is called derogatory. Okay, if I abuse someone, I will be giving a derogatory remark. Okay, so meaning tending to lessen the merit or reputation of a person or thing, right? Tending to lessen the merit, lessen the respect, prestige, esteem of someone. Okay, if my remark or anything spoken by me is affecting your prestige, is affecting your respect, is affecting your honor, it is called derogatory. So synonyms are disparaging, insulting, offensive. Okay, synonyms are disparaging, insulting, offensive, and antonyms are favorable, appreciative, and complimentary, right? Synonyms are disparaging, insulting, offensive, and antonyms are favorable, appreciative, and complimentary. बेटा JCA वाला क्लास डिसकंटिन्यू अभी हो गया है कुछ टाइम के लिए, और एक बैच हम पेड बैच शुरू कर रहे हैं फ्रॉम 16th. ओके, एंड उस बैच में मैथ्स, इंग्लिश, रीजनिंग और जीएस का कंप्लीट सिलेबस होगा. उस बैच में मैं इंग्लिश पढ़ाऊंगा, कंप्लीट इंग्लिश. ठीक है, बिल्कुल शुरुआत से लेकर के एंड तक डिटेल में विथ थ्योरी विथ प्रैक्टिस सारी चीज़ें उस बैच में मैं कराऊंगा. तो अगर आप लोग वो बैच लेना चाहें, पेड बैच, तो ले सकते हैं. उसकी डिटेल्स आप मालूम कर लीजिए हमारे हेल्पलाइन नंबर्स पर, एग्जामपुर के जो हेल्पलाइन नंबर्स हैं वहाँ से मालूम कर लीजिए. और उस बैच में मैं इंग्लिश पढ़ाऊँगा. ठीक है, और उसकी फ़ीस भी ऐसी कोई ज़्यादा नहीं है. ठीक है ना, बहुत ही नॉमिनल फ़ीस आपको देनी होगी. और उस बैच में मैं कंप्लीट इंग्लिश पढ़ाऊँगा, है ना. तो वो जो इंग्लिश होगी तो वो उसको इस तरह से हम प्लान करेंगे कि विद इन 1.5 मंथ या मैक्सिमम 2 मंथ्स में उसको हम कंप्लीट कर दें पूरी क्लास, पूरी बैच को. ठीक है, तो जेसीए के लिए जो आप क्लास बोल रहे हैं तो वो जेसीए वाला सिलेबस भी उसमें पूरा कवर हो जाएगा. ठीक है, बेटा ओनली मेरी क्लास का पेड बैच तो फिलहाल नहीं है, कोई पर्टिकुलरली किसी एक सब्जेक्ट का भी कोई पेड बैच नहीं चल रहा है. कंबाइंड पेड बैच शुरू होने वाला है 16 तारीख को, जिसमें मैथ्स, इंग्लिश, रीजनिंग सारे सब्जेक्ट रहेंगे. उसमें मेरी डेली क्लास होगी, हर रोज़ मेरी क्लास होगी उसमें, और उसमें मैं डिटेल में चीज़ें पढ़ाऊँगा सारी, है ना. तो अगर आप चाहें तो आप वो क्लास ले सकते हैं. चलिए, नेक्स्ट वर्ड इज फ्लैग्रेंट. फ्लैग्रेंट, what does flagrant mean? Flagrant, an action considered wrong or immoral. Any action which is considered wrong or it is immoral, it is called flagrant. देखो बच्चा, मेरी क्लास का अगर बात है तो उसके लिए आपको करना क्या होगा कि आप हेल्पलाइन नंबर्स पर जो हमारे एग्जामपुर के हैं वहाँ पर कॉल करिए एंड आस्क देम कि हमको तौसीफ सर का इंग्लिश का स्पेशल बैच चाहिए, पर्टिकुलर इंग्लिश का बैच चाहिए, है ना. तो अगर इस तरह से डिमांड्स बच्चों की आती है, अगर कई सारे बच्चे आते हैं इस तरह के कि भाई तौसीफ सर का बैच चाहिए, तो ज़रूर बैच शुरू करेंगे. क्योंकि देखिए यहाँ पर आपको भी बच्चा, हमारी ये जो फ़नी मोमेंट बच्चा मैसेज कर रहा है, तो यहाँ पर आप हमारी भी कंपल्शन शुरू समझिए. आई कैन नॉट स्टार्ट अ बैच फॉर जस्ट 4-5 स्टूडेंट्स. ओके, because it takes lots of expenses एक बैच शुरू करने में बहुत सारे एक्सपेंसेस होते हैं, ठीक है। तो कोई भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन होगा, कोई भी इंस्टीट्यूशन होगा, तो वो 2-4 स्टूडेंट के लिए बैच शुरू करना पॉसिबल नहीं हो पाता है, क्योंकि थोड़ा सा कॉस्टली चीज़ें हो जाती हैं, है ना। तो अगर कई सारे स्टूडेंट्स हैं जो बैच चाहते हैं मेरा इंग्लिश का, तो आपको यहाँ Okay, am I audible now? Am I audible now? So this was rule the roost. Let's see next idiom. Left-handed compliment. What is left-handed compliment? What is left-handed compliment? Left-handed compliment. Left-handed compliment means insulting remark appearing as praise. Okay, left-handed compliment means an insulting remark which appears as a praise. Okay, like you are insulting someone in a way that it appears to be praise but actually insulting. Okay, for example, if someone is running and if you say you will definitely win the match, you will definitely win the race. For example, if someone is going to participate in a race and you tell him that you are definitely going to win the race because you run like a tortoise. So what is he doing? He is praising, he is trying to insult you in form of praising. That he is not saying that you will lose the race, he is saying that you will win the race. Why? Because you run like a tortoise. So he is actually insulting you in form of appreciation, in form of praise. Okay, so left-handed compliment means insulting remark appearing as praise. Next is put your best foot forward. Put your best foot forward. Put your best foot forward means to take care, to dress well? No. Walk very cautiously? No. It means try as hard as one can. Okay, it means try as hard as one can. If you are doing something, you should put your best foot forward. Okay, if you are doing something, you should put your best foot forward. You should try each and everything to get your goal accomplished. Okay, so put your best foot forward means try as hard as one can. Now the next one. Make no headway. Next word is make no headway. This is very important. This is very important. Make no headway. What does this idiom means? Make no headway. Make no headway means unable to progress. Unable to progress. Some of you might be thinking that these idioms can be easily found in books. So why do we need to watch your video? So dear students, there are hundreds of idioms in your books. You will find hundreds of or thousands of idioms in different websites. But those websites, those books will not tell you that out of these hundreds and thousands of idioms, how many are really important for your examination. Okay, now it is near to impossible to memorize each and every idiom and phrase that is there in your book. Okay, it is kind of demotivating. When you see hundreds of idioms in a book, you start thinking that, oh my God, how can I learn these idioms? Because only idioms are not there. Hundreds of idioms are there, then hundreds of synonyms and antonyms are there, then hundreds of one word substitutions are there. So how can you learn all these words? So only a teacher can tell you which word, which idiom is important, and which word you can avoid and which word you cannot avoid, which idiom you can avoid and which idiom you cannot avoid. So you can definitely find these idioms in books, in websites, but how can you figure out that which idiom, which word, which one word substitution is important? Okay, now the next one, cross the bridge. Okay, what does cross the bridge mean? Cross the bridge. cross the bridge means to deal with something only when necessary. As Shri Krishna said in the Mahabharata that war should be the last option. It should not be the first option. Shri Krishna said to all the warriors in Mahabharata that war should be the last option. Before deciding to get indulged in a war, we must look at every possible solution to avoid a war. So, to cross the bridge means to deal with something only when necessary. Okay, so this is not just an idiom. This is a very good message by Shri Krishna that you should cross the bridge only when it is very necessary. Until and unless something is very necessary, you should not cross the bridge. Okay, so to cross the bridge means to deal with something only when necessary. As you all must know, Shri Krishna is also called Ranchor. Ran means the battleground and chor means to run away. So, Ranchor means when Shri Krishna ran away from the battleground, he was given this name Ranchor. And why did he run away? To avoid war. Because according to Shri Krishna, as I said, war should be the last option. Because war is always between two kings, but it affects the people. Okay, so he happily accepted this name just to save his people from the adverse effects of war. Okay, so you should cross the bridge only when it is needed. Question number 24. To hit the sack. To hit the sack. To hit the sack means go to bed. Okay, when we go to bed, when we sleep, it is called to hit the sack. Okay, next is back to square back to square one. Back to square one. Back to square one means come to the original point. Come to the original point means to return where you started. Okay, back to square one. Okay, now let's do some phrasal verbs question, and these are very important. Okay, these phrasal verbs are very important. So solve them carefully. First is, I don't think Ravi should pass down the opportunity to go to London. So in this question we have a phrasal verb here. Now you have to tell whether this phrasal verb is correct or wrong. You must learn phrasal verbs as many as you can, because phrasal verbs are very important. So I don't think Ravi should pass down the opportunity to go to London. So we have some options here. Pass up. Pass up means to fail. Pass up means to fail, to take an advantage. Okay, when you fail to take an advantage, it means pass up. Fail to take an advantage means you were given an opportunity to go to America for your studies, but you could not fill the form and apply on time and you missed the opportunity. It means you fail to take the advantage. It means pass up. Okay, pass through. Pass through means to exit or exit point. Pass through means to exit or an exit point. Okay, pass over. Pass over means to avoid. Pass over means to avoid. And pass on means to transfer. To transfer. So in this sentence, which which phrasal verb fits best? Pass down means to give someone to something. Give something to someone. So in this sentence, I don't think Ravi should pass down the opportunity. So we are talking about an opportunity. So here the correct option would be pass up. So in place of pass down, you have to use pass up. It means I don't think Ravi should pass up the opportunity to go to London. That means Ravi should not fail in taking the advantage. Okay. Question number 2. The teacher called in an explanation of his conduct. Okay. Which is the correct answer? Called in an explanation of his conduct. So here the correct option would be call for. Called for, because called for means to demand. Called for means to demand. Okay, call off means to cancel. Call on, right? So the answer would be called for, right? Next question. There appears no civilized pale where they can remove their armor and let on their guard for any length of time. Here the correct option would be let down. The correct option will be let down. Let down means to be free from worries. Okay, to be free from worries. Let down means to be free from worries. Okay, to be free from worries. Now question number 4. He had expected everybody to abide with the rules. So this is something very obvious. Abide is always followed by. Abide is always followed by. Okay. Now last question for today. Rohit had to contact branch office to ask for the delay in the process. So here the correct option is ask after. Ask after means to inquire about something. To inquire of something. Okay. So ask after is the correct option. So do focus on vocabulary, because besides grammar, vocabulary is equally important. And if you want to score well, if you want to perform well, you must take care of the vocabulary section, because vocabulary is something that does not take time, that does not consume time. Okay, because there is nothing to understand, there is nothing to read in vocabulary section. There are only two options: whether you know the answer or you don't. So there is no time consuming in the vocabulary section. Either you get the marks or you won't get it. Okay, so vocabulary section is very important. Do focus on it, right? And in my sessions I'll keep telling you important ones. Okay, so keep attending my classes. See you in the next class. Till then,